Hello?
Hello, Thomas. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, Thomas. Can you hear me? Hello, Thomas. Can you hear me?
No.
Hello, Thomas. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? Wait.
Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah, I heard you.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Abbas.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So should we start?
Yes, just give me a second here. I just need to close the door.
Okay.
All right. Where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
From Pakistan.
Yeah.
Right. I'm from Norway,
Okay.
and it's my first hangout session.
Yeah, it's my first too.
Have you started on the assignment?
No, actually, I was, thinking I would be an observer, not the driver.
Okay. Because I had a plan to start this course the last time it was on, but I didn't get the time to finish it up, so I'm starting over again. So
Okay.
I've done some work with the assignment.
Okay. So you have everything set up. We can share your Cloud9 link with me.
Yeah, that's the first time to do that as well. So I could either share my Cloud9, or I believe I
Or
could.
you can share your screen.
Yeah, I could try to share my screen. I'll try doing that. And I just need to find my Cloud9 window here.
Do you have any previous knowledge in Ruby on Rails, or this is your first time?
It's my first time, but I've been playing around with it. Due to as I said, I started this course earlier just to investigate the EDX course. So I just did some practice on my own, not really aiming to fulfill the whole course. But I've been through all the sessions in Codecademy.
Okay.
Have you?
Yes, I'm actually doing a job in Ruby on Rails, so I actually do have some, basic and you can say intermediate level knowledge about Ruby on Rails.
Okay, then I believe you are more experienced than I am. Because I worked as a programmer earlier, but I've switched to become a project manager.
Okay.
But not to become too rusty, I was planning to do some to jump into some programming again, and I found Ruby on Rails very interesting. So here I am. Okay, I'll try to share my desktop. Right, try to share the whole screen. Can you see anything now?
Yes, I can see your Hangout screen.
Okay. Can you see my Cloud9 instance now?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah. All right. I started with the part one, where we're going to. There were three tasks. One summon array.
Okay.
Number two was the max sum of, or define, as it says, define a method max to sum, which takes an array of integers as an argument.
Okay.
And returns the sum of its two largest elements.
Okay.
And if the array is empty, it should return 0.
Okay.
And for an array with just one element, it should return that element.
Okay. So is everything working, or you're
Yeah.
having some?
For the three first parts, yeah, they are working. Because are you familiar with running RSpec?
Yes, but not. I have not actually done a lot of RSpec testing, but I know how to actually run it.
Because it's been a while since I was playing around with it, so have to go back to my. I just made a backup of my directory, and well, I need to switch back to. Okay, it was a typo. Are you familiar with Git?
Yes, I actually use it regularly.
Yeah. That's my first. It's my first time practicing it. I've earlier been using Subversion, and before that, long time ago, CVS. But Git seems very powerful. No, I need to figure out how I did the RSpec. can't quite remember how to run the tests for.
Just type rspec, and I think it will run all of those tests in the test folder, specs folder. Or to run a specific test, you can actually write the file's name after rspec.
Yeah.
I can see that you have part 1 spec and part 2 specs. So you can actually write rspec and then give space and write the name of the file.
Yeah, I believe I need to place myself in the folder where. Oh, because you have the lib directory where the Ruby files are. Yeah, there are. And yeah, because you have part 1 spec, part 2 spec, part 3 spec, so I should be able to run.
Now you can run that command, rspec.
And spec part 1 for only the tests covering part 1, I believe.
Okay, it seems like you have some errors. Or I think it should be better if you share your Cloud9 link with me, because in Hangout I can actually see half of your screen, and it's actually really difficult for me to figure out
Okay,
this.
yeah, I'll try to do that. But then you need to guide me.
Okay.
Because how do I share?
On the top side, right side, there is an option for share this workspace.
Can you see share this workspace now? Because I've actually chosen share, and there is a command we don't know saying share this workspace, and below there is invite people, and I could invite by username or email, and then I believe
I think you should use the invite option.
Yeah. So what's your username?
Wait a second, I'm actually checking it. Try this one.
Here it's Arbash. Yeah, so just copy that, and I'll type it in here, and then invite. You have granted Abbas Sajid. Okay.
Okay, I think you have to share your link with me too, because I have.
Okay.
No, there is an option. Share with me. Okay, I can see your workspace. It's THROJEN.
Yeah, I'll just copy it in the.
Okay. I've actually clicked on it, and I'm in there.
Okay. Yeah, I sent you the link.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, I'm there. Okay, so on which file are you currently working?
I'm currently working on the one called.
Yes, I can now see your.
Yeah.
Okay, so expect some two-way error.
No, that wasn't. Here it is. No.
This is a spec file. If I'm changing those files, they're also changing on your browser also?
Once again?
If I'm moving around in your workspace, is it also files are also changing on your workspace too?
No, they aren't. They aren't.
Okay. Okay.
Because I believe that I had one file with all. Not that one. That one. That was strange. I hope that I haven't deleted the master file here. I must admit it's a long time since I've been in here, so not that one, not that one, not that one. Too many windows. What's this back? Do you see me switching now, or?
No, I cannot see you switching your files in Cloud9, but I can see that in Hangout. I'm currently actually seeing you change your files in
Yeah.
Hangout, switching. So this file is actually, I think, empty. You have written your code in some other file?
Yeah, I believe so, but I can't find which one, because I had a file where I'd come to part, let me see, this one. Here is the exercise, and here is the description, and arrays, hashes, and enumerables, and I was struggling a bit with this one, but I can't really find where I did that session. If you see in my Hangout session, strings, regular expressions, and the final method starts with a consonant.
Sure, the final method starts with
And array. Because the file you're seeing here.
Yes, I can see that file.
That's the one I've. It seems to be the most complete one.
Okay.
And
But The spec file, I think it actually picks up the file part 1. I think.
Yeah, that's the part 1. But the naming convention here, Ruby intro .2 RB. Okay. I think we should just start with the one that seems to be most complete here. This is the one.
Okay. Okay.
And I think I will need to rename it because it seems the name of the file seems a bit funny. It should be named part 1. You know what I suspect here? I did play around with Git here. And could it be that I've say that because I believe I have a more complete version than this. To see if I have, I'm working on an older version now. I believe I should be able to, in the command shell here, do when I go to the directory, the main directory, typing git to the history here.
Git log.
Git log.
These are actually all of the checkouts you did.
And the last one is back to. Okay. To see the last version, git log.
You want to actually switch to the last version, or you want to just see what you did in the last version?
Yeah, I need to see if I've done anything funny today.
Okay. You can actually go back to the last commit by copying the code in front of the commit, which you can see when you actually run the command git log. There is commit and there is some numerical 16-bit I think a numerical code which you can actually to go to that commit.
Yeah, I went through the the Gimerson session. It was a session for those not that familiar with Git, just to get some experience, and I went through some of those steps and used that Unicode to get an older version. That was not in this directory, but to find my last checkout, it was git log, and it seems like my last commit was May the 1st, or
yes, May the 1st.
Yeah. And to see the content of that,
Were you actually pushing the code to GitHub, or you were doing local commits?
I did it to GitHub.
You actually push your code to GitHub.
Yeah.
So that's there is a better way. You can just go to the URL of your GitHub account, and you can actually view all your previous commits. Wait a second.
Can
There
you
is
see
an
my
option.
window now?
Uh, Wait a second. There is an option to view all of your commits, and you can actually view which code you committed. I think you should click on the top heading where there is homework dash ruby dot dash intro. You click on it. Okay, and there is a clock with 52 commits. You click on it.
There is.
Yeah, you click on it, and these are all your commits which you have done. And if you click on a specific commit, you can see what you have committed, of which files you have changed.
Yeah, there
So
it
this is
is.
actually a good interface.
Yeah.
These red ones are actually which you deleted, and the green ones are those lines which you have added.
Yeah. Part 2, testing enter, blah, 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 here. Okay. That was part 2. Part 2 should be okay. Okay. Are you seeing my screen now? Because this
Yes, I
is
can.
the file I've called Ruby part 2,
Okay.
and it's containing yeah, that's the max to sum array, and I've okay. Not very structured this is, but in the part 1 file I have the sum array and the max to sum, and for max to sum I've just created my own tests
Okay.
just to verify.
Okay, so these aspect tests you have created yourself, or they were given by?
No, I've just made some
Okay,
tests
by yourself.
by myself.
Okay.
And oh shit. So going back to, I should be able to run part 1. Some funny outputs here. Just wait a second.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I think we could. I think we need to start a bit from scratch here.
Okay.
Yeah. This was the initial file.
Okay.
And I was following one session where they started from scratch with one of those having the course, and what they actually did was to create tests first, just as the example from the file here. No. You help me out here. The file here, if you see my screen, the Ruby
Yes,
intro file. If I just want to see the commit history on that one,
okay.
it's possible to ask. Yeah. And if I want to see the content of that file, I could. There is a command using this
Okay.
the number here, because I believe that I had a more complete version of that file.
I think the command is git diff and the commit number. If you write that, no, git show commit. It will actually show the content which you have changed in that commit. Git show and commit number, not the commit command. You have to actually, you can actually get that commit number by writing git log. It will actually display the commit number to you, and you can actually use it. Yes, you actually added these lines.
Yeah.
I think we can actually start from scratch because
I
these are
think
actually not, yeah, these are not actually that big of things that we can't actually do that from scratch. So I
I
think we
think
should start from number one.
yeah, I think we'll do that. And I believe the aim for this first Hangout session is to do a Hangout session period. So I think we should start from scratch to get some practice with the actual Hangout session.
Okay.
But I just need to leave the room to say goodnight to my wife here.
Okay.
So just give me a second. I'll be back soon. All right.
Okay.
Thanks. All right. Then I'm back. All right.
Hello.
Hello. I'm back.
Okay, I'm also back. Okay, let's start with the first one.
Yeah.
With the
Then I'll just open up the. I think this is the initial file, the Ruby intro file. And let's go back to the. Here's the description.
Okay, yes, I can. Okay, so the first one is define a method sum array that takes an array of integers as an argument and returns the sum of its elements. For an empty array, it should return zero. Run associated test. Okay, so the first thing which we have to do is to check the length of array. If array dot length is equal to zero, we should actually return zero,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
else. Okay, you are doing part two or part one?
No, I would just putting in the text. We are doing part one. Yeah. I would just easier to see the assignment text in the window. But let's go back to the first one, define a method, as you said. So please
Okay.
continue.
Okay, so the first thing we should do is check the length of array arr dot length is equal to zero. If it is equal to zero, we should return zero, or an else we should actually.
Yep. Here it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. I will actually open this file in my Cloud9. It's Ruby intro. so that we are actually seeing the same file. Okay, so which is the folder, homework Ruby intro or uh, homework Ruby intro backup?
It's Ruby intro.
Okay, and the file is Ruby intro 1 or Ruby
Yeah, you can go
intro.rb.
into that the one called Ruby intro.rb.
Okay, okay, so I'm here. Okay, so this is the first part. I think the first thing we have to do is we have to find the length, and if the length is actually equal to 0, we should return 0.
Yes.
Okay, and else if it's not 0, we should actually run a for loop or a loop on it, on the array, and we should actually return the sum of the array. We can actually define something over here, sum equal to 0, and then we should iterate the array, and sum plus is equal to a. Okay, and
Yeah.
in the end we should return else, and there should be another end for the if and else part, and we should return. I think this should work now. I think we should run that rspec test part 1.
Yep. All right.
Okay, it failed.
I'm not really sure. Just wait a second here. I believe just if we go into the spec directory. Yeah. Because okay, since there is a master file called rubyintro.rb, my question is, we do only need to edit that file, or do we actually need a file called ruby underscore part 1?
No,
How does the spec look? Yeah, it requires rubyintro.rb. That's the file we edited.
yes, it requires Ruby intro.rb.
And then it's very funny, the error message that we got indicated.
What is the error message?
Can you see the screen now?
Yes, I can see it. Can you scroll up?
And if we see here in the beginning, require Ruby intro, that's okay. And intro part 1, do. And
Okay, wait.
expected
Okay.
true. Got nil. And if we go back to the file, because it should return the sum of its elements, which it does, because you're adding in the loop.
Yes, and
here it says Going back here, some array. And here it says should be defined, expected true. What is it that we don't see here?
Should be defined. What should be defined? There is an error. Should be defined. Expected true. God nail. Okay.
Not the right
So
way
what?
around.
Describe intro part one do.
Okay, it works on the empty array because that was the first thing we put in there.
Okay.
And okay, let's go back here. Oh, I can see it. Here it is.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Let's
That
try
was
again.
a-
Let's try again. Works on the empty array. Expected true. Got nail.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just move into some of my former files here. I had one version somewhere. No, it's not that one. It's not this one. Because I made a very short version, but you really don't need to. This is some former coding I did when I played around here, and since I'm new to Ruby, I did some reading. I did some searching at Google, and this was the line of code that I
Okay.
did back then, and I believe you don't really know. I believe you don't need to to write return in Ruby. Isn't that true? You
Yes.
can only write my sum.
You can actually write return, but it actually means the same thing
Yeah,
because
it's
it is the
just explaining, but you don't need it. Because
yes.
I saw what you did. You didn't. Here, you did not say return.
Yes.
And you really don't need parentheses.
Yes. You can actually write parentheses, but it's not actually a must thing you should have.
No, that's also just cosmetic.
Yes.
And you are saying if array, if the length is 0,
Is
that's
equal
the
to
same
0.
as saying that should work for the empty array, shouldn't it?
If dot empty, yes, you can also use dot empty question mark. It's the same thing.
Yeah, because when we ran the test, it fails on the empty. Okay, I'll run it again, and I'll just.
We can actually change it. We can actually write.
Just wait a second. Sum should be defined. Returns correct sum, 20 points. Works on the empty array, 20 points, yes. Oh. It seems okay.
Okay, it's working.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen, but there are actually some failures.
But the failures are for the next assignment, max 2 sum.
Okay.
Because if you see here, it's the max 2 sum.
Okay,
yeah, and it's not defined, and it. So
part 1 is actually working?
Yes.
Okay, I think then we should move to part 2.
Yeah, congratulations. All right, part 2 then.
Okay. Okay.
Because that was the one where you are going to find the biggest numbers and add them.
Okay.
And again, I've just need to.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just take the wheel now, and I'll use this.
Okay.
Adding it into here.
Okay.
Then could remove this. Come on, here. There. Yes.
And an
here.
Extra end at the end. You have to actually remove an end.
Yeah, there was an end too much here. Thanks.
Okay,
right.
So an array is empty, then return 0. And
Yep.
if array dot is equal to 1, then return array dot 0. Yes, okay, this seems to be right. Okay, else. Okay.
Yeah, it's that's just some stupid comment.
Okay.
Way
So,
and
then you're actually sorting the array. Okay.
Yeah, I sorted the array. That's just.
Length minus 1. Okay.
It couldn't. I mean, there are possible 1,000 different ways to do it, but the thing that first struck my head was to sort it, because then I was sure that the 2 last elements would be the 2 biggest.
Yes, this actually seems to be right.
So it was just my way of doing it, but I believe you would possibly have an alternative way.
But I think you actually don't need this then after every statement, because you're on the next line. I think then is if you want to evaluate something on the same line.
Yeah, okay.
So it's on the next line, so it's okay. We don't need actually then.
Yeah,
and
so it's implicit.
Also, yes, okay. We can also omit the return because
the
last one will
to
actually
make it cleaner, and we could remove that one.
It seems to be actually right, and I think we should run the RSpec test to check whether it's.
Just need to save it. That is saved.
Oh no! There is a big mistake. The array we are getting is ARR. We are not getting an array.
Yeah, cause yes, nice spotted. Because I actually called the array differently when I did it.
Okay. So this is the sorted array. Okay, everything is fine, I think.
All right, then I'll save again, and we'll try to do the test again. Okay. Done. Yes. Should be defined. Returns the correct sum. Works even if the two largest values are the same. Returns 0 if array is empty, and returns value of element if just one element. Yeah?
Yes, I think it worked, correct?
It did?
Okay, let's move to the next one.
Yeah. And the next one, what was that again? I think we need to go back to the text again. And I'll just do as I did for this one. I'll just copy the text here. And I'll add it into the screen here. And all right.
Okay, so what we have to do in this one?
Yeah, define a method sum to n that takes an array of integers and an additional integer as an argument.
Okay.
And returns true if any two elements in the array of integers sum to n. Yeah, so if we have an array, any array
of any length, we should return any two elements in the range from 0 to n.
Yeah, what does it say? And it returns true if any two elements in the array of integers sum to this value.
Okay. We have to actually solve that array.
Just one question. Say if the array has only one element. Didn't the text say anything about that? Because
it's a nice question, but I actually think they haven't actually specified anything what we have to do with it. So I think we should leave it.
Yeah, I think so too.
So the first thing we have to do is actually sort the array and then add the last two elements and see if it's the sum is actually greater than n. If it's greater than n, we should return true, and if not, we should return false.
Yeah, because you need to loop through the array.
Yeah.
And
no, you don't actually need to loop through array. I think what we have to do is we have to actually.
Okay. Yeah. If you sort the array and you are going to sum any two elements.
Yeah. I think I should try it out. Array dot sort equal to new array.
Just one question. If I'm switching to another terminal window,
yes,
does that affect your screen?
No,
it doesn't. So I can switch to another terminal window in Cloud9.
Yes, you can go to any other tab and.
Okay, so you're not seeing anything. All
I'm
right.
in the tab which I have actually opened in my browser.
Yep.
Okay, so we should actually sum it to the code you wrote. You can use that code. Okay. So last two elements we sum it, and if my sum is greater than n, we should return true. Else we should return false.
Um,
Okay. So I think this was it.
okay. You sorted the array, and if done true, okay. I need to write the text again. Takes an array of integers.
Here, and an additional integer.
True. If any of those two elements in that array, and
Sum to n.
say
Okay, it should not be greater. It should be equal to n. I think sum to n should return false for any.
okay, I
No, I actually did something wrong. This was not actually the thing which we have to do. We actually
no,
do have to loop through the array,
yeah,
and we have to actually sum every consecutive, or we have to write two for loops.
yeah. That was the way that I did it back then. I know there is another way,
Okay.
because
Okay.
I remember when doing this assignment, I
Yes.
I found that this this exercise was one of the questions. Say if you were going to say you were going to be interviewed by Google,
Yeah.
and they could give you this assignment,
Hmm.
and uh, the most the easiest way to solve it is two for loops, but I believe it's not very efficient way of doing it. But I cannot remember the right way to do it, because my initial thought was as yours, to loop
Okay.
through the array two times,
Okay.
starting with the full array,
Hmm.
then taking out the first value, go into a
Okay.
new for loop with the rest of the elements,
Hmm.
to see if any of those elements added with the first one
Hmm.
is summing up to the argument n. So that's the way to do it, of course, looping two times.
Yes.
So I believe we should just do it that way, and not
Okay. Go for optimization.
yeah, could do optimization later. I think.
Okay.
But is it as easy as just starting with the initial array, keeping the first element, then do
Yes.
a new loop, adding the first element with, it must be the second element. And
There is, I think,
if
actually a similar, a very simple thing which we can do.
because if I'm I could share my can you see my screen
Yes, I
in
can
the
see.
Hangout?
Hangout. Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, because I believe this was something I played around with earlier.
Okay.
Looping through the array, keeping the first number,
Okay.
going into the next loop, but starting from the second element of that array.
Is equal to none then none.
But
Did it work or not?
that's a good question. Should we try it?
Yeah, I think it should work.
We could try it.
Yes, we can try it.
All right, then we'll try it. I think we need to change some names here, as we did in the first, because I think I called it array instead of arr.
Okay.
But here it is, and we need to change this, and we need to change this, and we need to change this, and we need to change this.
Okay.
And
I think we run the RSpec test now.
we could do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, there are too many. Okay, we have home. Do we have an end too much here? Ending the for loop. Ending the if. No, I think it's okay.
What we should do, I think we should return my bool at the end. So that.
Yeah, that was missing.
Okay. I think we should run the RSpec test now.
Yeah, we'll try it. Okay.
Undefinable variable num.
There is something funny here. Should be defined. Oh.
N. It should be N. You should try now.
Oh, have you changed anything here?
Yes, I have actually changed. This was actually num over here, so I changed it to N because we are actually getting N.
Yes. Way, it worked. What?
Okay, congratulations.
That was easy. Yeah, it's. I was jumping into this because I saw that there was kind of a soft limit for the Hangout session. It was do a Hangout session today, and it has been a long time since I was into this. So I just needed to update myself on what I had been doing. But it seems like I have been doing something right here. So that was great. Okay.
Okay, and this was actually my first experience, and I actually really liked it. To communicate with someone else, and you get to know what you can have an overall view of what other people are doing.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I've not been working like this earlier, but I definitely see the value of working this close to the code,
Hmm.
because I'm working in a telecom company,
Okay.
Telenor.
Okay.
They do have some. It's an international telecom company, so they do have part of Telenor is we're having some business in Pakistan, and
Yeah, they actually do have their branch in Pakistan too.
yeah,
But I don't think they actually do any programming in Ruby on Rails.
no, they don't. We are mainly based on
Java.
Java, and
Yeah.
we have outsourced or offshored the software development to Accenture in Bangalore in India,
Okay.
and I definitely see here now the possibility of collaborating in
Yeah.
this way. It's very valuable, because we are normally only communicating by phone,
Yeah.
but this is a very good way to solve problems.
Hmm. It is actually a very good thing for those people who actually want to work remotely,
Yeah, it
and
is.
they can have a good exposure, because
Mm.
I actually don't have that much a good communication skills, but you know this was actually my first experience, so it was not that bad, I think.
No, I'm sorry for struggling around to just figure out where what I had it and what I hadn't, and both Ruby and Git and communicating in this way is new. So
Okay, Thomas, I'm sorry, but I think I have to actually go now, because
yeah.
it's 1:08 a.m. in
Oh,
morning.
it's okay.
Yeah, so I
Yes,
have to
but
sleep. It was actually having a
great.
really good time, with
Same
you.
to you, and
We-
good luck.
I think we
Good
should
luck
do
to
it more often.
once again.
Yeah, I think we should do it more often, and we can actually, you can share your LinkedIn profile with me, or
Yeah,
uh, something we can get in touch. And
of
I think you
course.
should be doing your part two of homework too in future
Yeah,
through yeah, this hangout,
yeah,
because
I
I
will.
actually don't have any experience with regular expression, so that is why I'm actually will take my break over here, because I will go and revise some regular expressions, and then I think I will be in a better position to actually do this pair programming thing.
Yeah. All right, but it was nice chatting with you, and I think it was a fruitful experience. So good luck to you, and
Okay.
maybe we meet later.
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right. Thank you.